am I formulating your understanding correctly? In a way, you've let go of your old identity, but you haven't yet completely found your new identity. So you find yourself in a rather frightening no man's land.
Yeah, and the old one is still more than 50%, so to say.
Okay.
Kind of,
Yes.
it's kind of it has still a lot of as I said, as I wake up in the morning, then the first idea is, oh yeah, I am a separate entity, and and then I can switch it, and I have to make an effort to. So I'm still like in making an effort to establish myself as
That's good.
not.
That's good.
Yeah,
If it's not clear yet,
yeah,
then make the efforts. Take the pathway. Say to yourself, it's obvious that I'm not the sum total of my thoughts and feelings.
yeah,
I am that which knows them. I am that in which they appear. And in this way, to trace your way back
yeah.
to your knowledge of yourself as this open, empty, luminous presence of
Mhm.
awareness.
I would say I do that as much as possible, because I really need it. I cannot go back to the old anymore, so
Yes,
I need.
yes.
But it is sometimes it's like it's just the experience of time. It's almost like then unbearable or so. So it's and it's something it just
But that's very good, Rob. Sorry
yeah,
to interrupt. It's very good that it's unbearable, because this is the this feeling of being unbearable is the old it's an old residue
mm,
of attaching yourself, identifying yourself with the content of your experience, and now you're letting all of that go, and there is this feeling of emptiness, of not being able to identify yourself with anything, and that's making you afraid. It's almost unbearable. So the unbearable feeling is trying to pull you back into identifying yourself with someone or something.
yeah. So
And so instead of being seduced by the feeling of unbearableness, just take one step back. But what is it that is aware of this feeling of being unbearable? Is it really unbearable for awareness? No, this feeling it's a sensation in the chest plus a story. The
yeah,
sensation in the chest
I know.
is a sensation,
Yeah,
and the subtitle
yeah.
says it's unbearable.
I understand, and that works. So that's what I'm doing, but still, I'm yeah. It's
It's unbearable for the old
yeah.
identity.
So okay. So but it's just a case of keep practicing and go back and back, and at a certain point it will be more a natural thing to
Yes, but don't keep, and I don't mean to suggest that you are, but don't keep practicing mechanically. Ask yourself, is this feeling really unbearable for the space of awareness or the presence of awareness?
mm,
So don't just engage with it intellectually. Really ask yourself that the space of awareness in which this field of unbearableness, in which this feeling of unbearableness
mm,
arises, is the space saying this is unbearable, or
yeah,
is there plenty of room in the space
yeah.
for the feeling of being unbearable?
So it's really investigating. You mean not just practice? It's really
Exactly. Not just if you're practicing, it's more like I'm hammering it away at something and I hope that one day it will work.
I
It's
understand.
not that. It's
No, no, no.
more, this approach is more investigative and explorative. We're
Yeah,
not just practicing something in order to achieve an outcome. The outcome in this
yeah,
approach is the byproduct of our hands-on investigation.
yeah. You know what's so difficult? I think is because normally when I investigated something, there was like someone who could do that or so, you
Yes,
know.
yes.
But now there's no. it's like water. There's no ground to. There's not some.
Yes,
So that's a difficulty.
that's different. Yes, it's different from your previous approach, and it's difficult because you're used to having something fixed.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
say, I am that. And now
Yeah.
what seemed to be fixed ground is now, as you say, it's fluid.
Yeah.
And that's uncomfortable, and it brings up fear. And the fear and the discomfort are trying to make you go back to an old fixed identity. So instead of doing that, you refine your investigation. And previously it was, am I really the sum total of my thoughts and feelings? You begin to realize that you're not. As a result, this fear and anxiety and discomfort comes up. So now you refine the process. But what is it that is aware of this fear and discomfort? Am I really the fear and the discomfort? No, these are just subtle feelings that I am aware of. So in a way, the fear and the discomfort don't consider that they are thwarting you. No, they're on your side. They are helping you go deeper into the investigation. And at some point, you'll feel, I'm free of this fear. This fear is a cloud that is passing through me, but it doesn't define me.
Mm-hmm.
And it cannot affect me. Therefore, there's no need to get rid of it. The fear can stay. The discomfort can stay. I am the space for it.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I have to allow it to be a real investigation. I see.
Yes.
Because I can say it like, oh, I'm the space of it, but really, I can also, when I really allow that to be there, then I must also really allow my personal identity or so to be not there for a moment.
Yes.
That requires something more.
Yes, and any response that comes up in your experience, don't think, oh, this is wrong, it shouldn't be happening, I must practice something in order to get rid of it. Think, oh no, this is interesting, this is part of the process. I didn't know that this fear and discomfort were there. In what is it arising? With what is it known? These experiences are not failures of your investigation. They are revealing the deeper layers of your old identity. So be happy that they're coming up and just explore. Don't practice. Don't hammer away at them trying to get rid of them. No, explore them. Explore on whose behalf they arise. What is the nature of the space in which they arise? So in this way, they are actually they are cooperating with your love of truth. They are not thwarting it, and they certainly don't arise as a failure of it.
Mm-hmm.